What is the worst response to "you're fired"? This was at a law firm. One of the secretaries was just told she was fired. She stands up and says, "You can't fire me if you can't catch me," and starts running down the hall and starts doing laps trying to avoid her now ex-manager. We had a code phrase, "Mr. Hitchcock, please come to reception," when announced over the intercom meant there's an emergency. One of the partners hears the announcement and walks out of his office just as the secretary runs past. He proceeds to run after her and tackles her. She was held until security came and escorted her out of the building. No response. I was let go from my last job after 20 years, never been in trouble, no reason given. New boss was flexing. I just smiled and laughed quietly as I collected my things and left. Enjoyed my severance package for a while and then took a really good offer from a competitor of my old company. For the last year, I've been helping poach their best people and win over some of their biggest contracts. Edit: I may have misread the title. My story still stands. 1. You're firing for me that? You never said anything about the other things I did. 2. I don't care about being fired, but can I still hang out here sometimes? The cashiers are hot. 3. How am I supposed to make a living now? I sold a lot of drugs to the employees here. Nope, you are. Then remove the makeup and reveal you're actually the CEO of the company, then have your friends come out with big cameras, lights, and a mic. You'll be seeing your last check in the mail. Then storm out and never see them again. You can't fire me, I quit. You don't want unemployment benefits and would rather voluntarily quit, which makes life so much easier for your employer? As a boss, those would be dream words to hear. Ignoring it and continuing to work, then stealing everything not bolted down at the end of the day. Edit: they can't fire you twice, that's double jeopardy. Trust me, I've been in front of a judge. My response of "fucking finally" when my mother fired me from her business didn't go over too well. Definitely not the worst, but do not recommend. It was a tense few months until she got over it. My first job, I was 12, Yo called me and thanks me for my service. I said thank you, then I told my father what this he told me. Then my father explained that I was fired. You can't fire me, I quit. You dumbass, you were going to get unemployment. Now the company is completely off the hook and you're still fired. But I don't even really work here. At Brant Leland I've been getting things done. I've just been TCB. You know, taking care of business. My old boss didn't like it when he fired me and I told him that I'd slept with his wife. I hadn't, but it drove him fucking nuts. Going out to the parking lot and spitting on the owner's car. I actually did this. 30 years later we're friends, lol. Showing up to the next shift anyways like it didn't happen and being legitimately delusional you still have the job. Can I get that in writing? Why? I just prefer it. Take signed document to unemployment. One time I got fired and I was like, "You mean I don't have to come back here?" I was so excited. I once said thanks after being fired from my summer job as cashier. I lasted 2 weeks now. Hi, fired. I'm dad? Wait. I might have messed that up. I'm really high right now. Fuck you, I'm going to burn this whole building down and I hope you're trapped in it. Can we all be fired? Shave our heads and be fired into space. Like space monkeys. Gee, I'm crushed that I won't be able to work for incompetent management anymore. In a thick German accent. Yeah, well, not if I don't see you first, Sonny. Looks like me, Smith and Wesson are all gonna be fired in this office today. Continuing to show up and act low IQ work there. Multiple days in a row. That is exactly what the 3 previous managers here said to me before dying. That's what she said, with the delivery accompanied by sincere crying. No, you, pulls out the Uno reverse card. Worked a couple of times for me. Tell them they don't have the authority to fire you and go back to work. I said no, you're fired for sexual harassment as I put my cock in his hand. So are you accepting resumes? I need a job. My last place fired me. Just look at them and say yeah, I don't think so, and go back to work. The one time I was let go I just said okay if that's how you feel. I just said great, I was young and the job wasn't a good fit. Hosing yourself and the surroundings with a fire extinguisher. No, I'm mad. But it's okay, I'm not great with names either. Aw dang. Say, have you thought about running for president? Handing them a reverse Uno card and going, no, you're fired. Yeah, I am, and it shouldn't have taken this long, asshole. You can fire me but you can't make me unfuck your wife. So that's it, after 20 years? So long, good luck. Tell them to kiss right between your 2 back pockets. That's the first nice thing you've ever done for me. And you're going to prison for election subversion. Aw hell yeah. Can you sign this for my unemployment? You can't fire me. I demand a promotion to costumer. Oh thank God. Unemployment pays double what you do. Throw a stapler to the face of the one who said it. Can I keep working here? You don't have to pay me.